Hi, my name is Other Joe. Welcome to LongPlay Live.
So we've only got one track today.
I'm doing one, yeah.
Yeah, so we're thinking we'd just get a little bit of like...
Bit of B-roll?
Bit of B-roll, so and just sort of chuck the interview answers between them.
Nice one. Are we going to get any shots? Yeah. Very easy to hit wrong notes on this guy. Right. Let's hear with this breathing.
Dave and Nico, would it be terrible to open the piano lid?
Hey Joe, thank you so much for joining us at LongPlay Live.
Thank you for having me.
Does technology make you happy or sad?
So much of the joy in my life comes from interacting with technology, using it in various ways. But then, like everyone, I spend too much time on it.
Perhaps we need technology to moderate our technology. How do you feel about the whole QR code, like that everything we do is traced from whatever we buy, and do you ever think about that?
Yeah, all the time. I love QR codes in general. I think QR codes are actually very beautiful. I'm in two minds about the whole data thing. Part of me is just like, if everyone's getting tracked, whatever, and the other part of me finds a deep sadness in knowing that I'll never have a private existence.
Are you one to think about worst case scenarios a lot?
Absolutely. I would say I almost exclusively. From the did I lock the door to what am I doing with my life to even coming here today, 9 or 10 different scenarios of play. This is very relaxed, chill vibe. The amount of stress that this caused me thinking about all the worst case scenarios are immeasurable.
Do you think it's something that's endemic?
Sometimes I think that, and then other times I'll just see a person. There's this guy, he walks around here and he eats capsicum like an apple. There's a guy like that walking around. I just feel like that person is not as concerned by the way they resemble to the world as I am.
Maybe you could eat another crazy vegetable. You could just be licking on a cucumber or something.
Yeah, I mean, then I'm posturing though, right? That's like if I were to wear a leather jacket with studs or whatever, everyone would know I was a poser.
I recall David Bowie actually enjoying raw capsicum.
I love to eat raw capsicum, not on the street.
Yeah. Keep that shit private.
Oh, nice one. How you feeling, Pat? Is this alright?
It's great, yes.
Cool.
I was even thinking maybe it might be cool to turn off that speaker.
Oh yeah. Oh, this looks great. Really? Do you have the tempo?
Icy poles or paddle pops?
From what I eat, paddle pops. On a level of aesthetic beauty, icy poles maybe are better.
Has humanity ever had a golden era?
No, I don't think so at all. There were times in our history where, especially if you're someone resembling me, there were some great times to be alive. If you're a white guy being in Hollywood in the 1930s, that would be a bit of a trip, I'm sure. But I can't say that there's ever been a golden era in terms of everyone.
Why do you think our politicians are so average?
They're not accountable to the public. There's no need for a magnetic personality. Not accountable to the public in the same way that Joe Schmo can't just run for their seat. You need to grease the back pockets of the young Labour, young Libs society since you're 18 or whatever. In those circles, you want to be as least offensive as possible because you want to make the most friends, eventually end up in a position of power and influence. They all look the same. They're mediocre because the system that they go through to get into those positions is mediocre.
Do you think people complain too much?
A lot of people don't have faith in the goodness of other people. And I think that does come to complaining about things. I think with complaints come generalizations, and I think those are never looking at the humanity of a person behind those ideas. Sound okay? Sound good in the phones?
Sounds great. favourite there, by far.
Okay, cool.
You're definitely the weirdest, which is my favourite.
Do you dream much?
Yeah, I'm a dreamer. And for a period, I actually had to sort of try and stop doing it because I was getting pretty bad night terrors. But that's all behind me, we hope.
Do you look for meaning in your dreams?
So Freud, right, said that he said a lot of stuff, and it's all very questionable. Just preface. But he said that dreams are like what happened when a subconscious desire and a conscious desire collide. So whether or not that's a good framework, I do like looking at it in that way, just because it's a fun. Whenever I wake up from a dream, I'm wondering like, which is the conscious desire and what is the subconscious desire there? Never useful, really.
Have you ever been grounded?
Not in like the American sense. I think my parents were afraid of being too like TV family. Yeah, they use different forms of no computer, no having fun.
Lockdown, how did you feel about it?
I'm very blessed that all of my favorite things to do are in a room, really. I like to go hiking, like, you know, I do like exploring like nature and stuff, but like I'm also pretty happy watching YouTube compilations, playing video games that are 10 years old. A lot of FIFA 09.
Thanks, Joe. It's been great having you on. It was a pleasure having a chat.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. you.